Hi everyone. Today we are joined by Vasundhara Nanavati, a Mumbai-based artist whose work celebrates the beauty of nature and invite us to pause and reflect on the wonders we often overlook. She loves exploring different mediums, especially oil, watercolors, charcoal and inks. Let's hear her story today. Hi. Today at Beyond Bios we have with us Vasundhara Nanavati. She's into painting, and her life story, the book of her life would be From Finance to Fine Art, right? Yeah. So, Vasudha, if you can tell us your story, how, from finance you moved to fine arts?
So I have been an academic person. I did my engineering and LBA, and I worked with a bank for almost 13 years. And it was not at all planned that I will be a professional artist. It was in 2019 that I resigned because I wanted to give some time for my child.
Okay.
And before that, in 2018 onwards, I had picked out a lot of sketching. I used to do sketching while on my commutes in the trains and all that. So 2019 onwards, when I got time, I pursued it in a more structured manner, and I took up some like very academic classes. I learned from master artists, and then it just started now.
The art snuck up on you. It is there, like when it's destined to be, it finds you.
That is true.
So, any childhood memories that you remember where you were into art and then you moved totally to aesthetics and
Yeah. So, like I always used to paint when I had free time. So something creative was always there. But I think 12th or maybe 10th onwards, when we get very serious in our study, it just was lost somewhere. So, but it kept coming back since I think I got married, and once we start thinking, what do I want to really do?
okay.
Maybe it just kept coming back over a few years.
Oh. Yeah, 10th, I think in 10th, every parent is like, this is life or death. And then 12th is life or death. And then graduate.
No, but that I would have blamed, if my parents would have done that. No. But actually, it was to me than good.
Generally, it is parent, 10, 12, graduate.
Yeah.
That's nice. Anyone who inspired you to get into art?
Actually, my husband, in a way, because after 2008, I actually started thinking of taking up something like taking a break and studying. I had been to even JJ School of Arts to just have a look, but I didn't want to again get into the whole college and all that thing, so I dropped it that time. But the most important thing that we did that day was to pick up some really professional art material. I used to do a lot of watercolors that time. So we picked up some really good quality papers and paint, and he was the one who actually put me, because I thought it's just a hobby and I didn't want to spend so much on it. But he said, no, you just take it and try.
He saw this part.
Yeah, correct. And then it all started.
So your husband is also into art?
No, he is finance.
Not no finance.
No.
Okay. Has there been ever an incident or any setback which which pushed you down and you're like कि इससे ऊपर कैसा है, and were you able to, how you were able to overcome that?
Yeah, I think the initial period was very tough because when you move from corporate setup where you are, doing well, you have a regular income, you have that identity of, being so and so of so and so bank, working for someone is totally different. Then when you are on your own trying to do something, you will know that. So I think that period was the toughest because you are just trying to find out your where you want to live. Yeah. And initially it was just fun. I was just doing it because I liked it, and then slowly I want to make the best of it. But then later on, I was like, now I want to grow bigger in this. How can I get better? So every time when I faced this particular issue, it was like being in a dark place, where you and mostly when you just start questioning why you are here and why you want to do something. And if you give it some time, probably you get the answers. I think that has helped me at least.
That is how you have done it. That's something thoughtful.
Yeah, like everyone, it might be a different.
Yeah, some people would write down the questions and then come back to them.
Right. This journaling always.
Yes.
Because whatever goes on in the mind, it becomes clear actually. Right.
You have answers in there only, but you are not able to see it.
Yeah.
How you be creative every day. So any projects and how are you to bring that creative concept onto that, or how you are able to generate new ideas every time you sit with a blank canvas.
Yeah, so the ideation part doesn't start when I am in front of the canvas. Okay, always starts when I am doing things in life. I go for a walk or I meet somebody. That whenever there is some inspiration that I have of my next project, I just try to quickly jot down quote over. And also time and again I try to come back to the basics. Like there are multiple things that I like to do. Either I will go to the basic exercises. Sometimes that gives me some ideas about, say, I like to use this color, or I may like to use this particular concept. And sometimes I would just not paint, not sketch, nothing at all, and just do something totally different, like reading, something like that, which is not a serious thing, which is something that I like to do. Okay. So that helps me to bring that creative spunk thing in. Yeah.
Of 6 to 7 years, what are the exercises that you have made to stick to the matter?
Oh, there is a lot of discipline that is required. And like every day, you have to dedicate some time for your apprentice. And when you are a homemaker or you're on your own, it's very difficult to just do that when the schedule of everybody around is changing. So I think that is the most challenging part. But if you achieve that half things are done. How do you feel? You have to really carve out that time for yourself, your work. And creative work is not like you have 1 hour and I just put in 1 hour and it's done. If you have 4 hours, then they can read for Dada to us. So that was the
Yeah, so for creative, I think there's no time, there's no clock, I think. Because
now is like
anytime there's an idea and you have to find something to like just round the clock. Just even a writing was see something. This is good. This is nothing I can do. So, in this, what would be the purpose of it? Like your art, your paintings. Is there any purpose involved in it? So,
I would like to just continue, I guess, being inspired and putting that work out for people, and in that process, I can inspire people to be a little closer to the nature, to be present. I think that is most of it.
it is unfinished. This is something has to be done.
Actually, I was just there's not to be excited there, and but I can say that the major milestone will be when I don't feel the pressure to create or create the best work, but it still happens. Okay. That will be one of the major milestones in the business.
So, to change my question, any part that Willis?
Yes, a lot. I feel that I have learned a lot of stuff, like the technical stuff, and now I'm trying to unlearn and be more free for whatever I want to express.
So, these classes that you have attended, how has that helped
to come this course, which was like a foundation course, it just prepares you for whatever is like ABCs of. So that really helped me to understand the visual language. So whenever I'm any master artist, I can understand that better.
that you like to give to new artists who would be thinking to pursue watercolors or what? Think it from painting or from doing art of drawing scenery, landscape, how they can achieve what you have achieved in life.
So the tip that I would like to give is that you really have to put in the effort. You need to practice and have some recent goal. Each time you are sitting, like everyone may not have that much time, but even if you have half an hour which you are giving in for that practice session, you have some goal for it, that I want to achieve this particular thing in this half an hour. And that I think is the most efficient way of progressing.
Every story we hear here is a reminder that passion, courage, integrity can change lives and maybe even inspire your own journey. If this conversation touched you, subscribe to Beyond Bios for more untold stories. Until next time, stay inspired, stay passionate. Thank you for watching.